Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another series of Littlewargame. Today's matches are going to be between two players, of which one we've recently seen a few times on the channel, and one who is new to the channel. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce these two. In the top left-hand corner, spawning with the red pieces on the map Ravaged, it is Satocastor. And all the way on the other side, with the blue pieces, it is a familiar face. It is JAwesome1. Now, this is a ranked series. This is a best of 3 between these two guys. It's ranked, which puts MMR on the line, which is always nice to see. But it's going to be an interesting matchup because Satocastor is ahead in MMR. Both of these players are in Division 2. However, Satocastor has 1612 MMR, while JAwesome has 1341. So, with that being just over 250, like 270-ish MMR difference, the favor is very much in Satocastor's field. Having that said though, once again, Sato has played a few more ranked games that JAwesome has, so not entirely sure how accurate the MMR is. Also keeping in mind the relative player base of Littlewargame is a little bit smaller, but still, if you play more and more games, it should get to the correct amount. Having that said though, even though Sato number-wise should have the advantage, let's see if JAwesome can do anything about it to just take him down. The two players are just chatting along a little bit, as we see the first raider pop out from JAwesome while Sato is going for a beast opening, letting these two collide with each other. Let me quickly check the chat history. The 2 den is not a cheese, it's just ridiculously good. Apparently 1 den is better from what Consciously Eating told me. It's easier with the economy. Right. Kinda makes sense, because if you go for 1 less den, you obviously have more money for your eco. But we'll see where this goes. He did go 1 den, so he might be onto something here. And listening to Consciously Eating's advice. Consciously Eating, not being a bad player whatsoever. It's probably not a bad idea to listen to them. These raiders do hit up. This wolf doesn't die though. He starts his natural expansion just as Sato does. But Sato has a little bit more of a pressure going on. 2 raiders are out. A soldier is almost going to be out as well, but it's going to be 3.5 wolves really at this point versus 2 raiders and a soldier. It's not the biggest difference when it comes to the army, and it should be in JAwesome's favor, but oh, is he going to be able to get this wolf? Doesn't quite look like it. He doesn't want to change, or not change, charge. What's the word? Chase. That's the one. Doesn't want to chase it for too long. But Sato does, however, manage to get all of the information he requires. Spots the workshop. There's a 1 Rex and a workshop for a player in the blue. And Sato himself is going to add a 2nd den. Seems like he's going to want to add a little bit more pressure when it comes to this 1v1. Should be good if he can keep, if Sato can keep JAwesome on 2 bases and he himself can get a 3rd. That would be a great situation for him to be in. In the meantime, though, these raiders are getting caught in the middle of the map. Does not flash his raider, so loses one where it's not necessary to do so. 2 wolves are low on health. 1 does go down. The flash is being used again. Doesn't have any more ways to get rid of it, though. Not additional flash, not enough speed to actually escape from the wolves, but it is going to be enough for now. Having that said, though, if you look at the complete army supply, it is 2 soldiers and a raider versus 6, or well, 7 wolves now, but 1 is still at the natural base of Satocastor. This is not a great position to be in. That surround, or a short surround, was not very good. A 3rd soldier pops out. Is it going to be enough, though? I don't think so. These wolves can just run circles around this army. I feel like JAwesome might want to get more raiders. I'm not entirely sure, though. These soldiers do get surrounded. It's not a great position to be in. This raider is almost going to be surrounded. He wants to flash out of it. This raider is almost dead. So far, it's kind of keeping up, but with the 2 dens, there is just a great production advantage for our player in the red. There is a mill coming up, though, so I assume, yes, gyrocrafts are on their way. Is it going to be fast enough, though? A snake charmer is already going to be built. These wolves are going to surround these soldiers. That's not a great position to be in, JAwesome. You are going to lose absolutely everything here. This 3rd is definitely not going to be allowed to stay up. In the meantime, he himself is going to get a 3rd up. He can do that relatively easily because he obviously has the entire map pressure here. Another worker goes down. This 3rd is definitely going to be taken down. This raider is almost dead, so it's not going to be able to do anything, even if it manages to cross the map. And apart from that, there is absolutely no army for our player in the blue. JAwesome. 1 soldier pops out, but it's immediately going to get surrounded. These workers do try to defend the base, but this is going to be enough. There's just too many wolves, I think. The first gyrocraft pops out, but I don't think it's going to be enough. He wants to move it immediately to his natural, because everything over here is dying. There's no way that he can do anything on the other side of the field. I mean, he manages to take down 1 worker, but it's absolutely nothing compared to the losses he is taking at home. His entire army is dead. All of these wolves are such low health. If he would just move his gyrocraft here and actually take down these wolves instead of moving it across the map. Some of these would have already been dead or would have been moved back. But no. The soldier is going to take down a few of these wolves. He's going to try and take down this castle. He's not going to be able to do it just yet. Focus is now on the soldier, which does manage to get, I believe, 3 kills. Yes, he did. The gyrocraft finally just actually being used for defense on the other side of the map. There's absolutely nothing that JAwesome can do. Because Sato did get a snake bit, or a snake charmer, so he's going to be managing to put some more snakes out there. He's also getting himself a watchtower, he's getting himself a fortress. He's also get dragon dance on the way. This is just not looking good. His natural is being blown up, the workers are being taken down. 1 gyro is not going to be enough, especially when the snakes start to show up. This catapult is a very nice addition, however, I highly doubt that it's going to be enough. In the meantime, there is just this 1 gyro over here. Watchtower is almost being completed. This worker will definitely finish it. The snake is attacking it as well. 2 more snakes pop out. Gyro in the natural is taken down. In the meantime, with the help of this catapult, it is being thwarted, or at least the beginning is being thwarted, but he wants to stop chasing with the gyros. He just wants to focus on getting his natural up. JAwesome agreeing, at least with me, saying that that was bad. And yes, it was, because if you look at the economy, obviously he's already 8 to 900 gold behind when it comes to economy, because it is 3 base versus 1 at this point. He's also 1,000 gold behind when it comes to the lost gold. Satocastor says, not sure if it's worth the cheese. Not entirely sure if the gyro was cheese, but it would definitely have been an interesting situation. These snakes, though, are easily taken care of this gyrocraft. Second base just almost being put up. He is 1200 gold behind at this point, 700 a minute, and he's still 1000 behind. So he's 2000 gold behind, and look at this army. 10 wolves and 9 snakes versus 2 soldiers, a catapult, and 3 gyros. That's definitely not going to be enough. Maybe with a little bit of luck, they'll be able to actually take down all of the snakes and the gyros can do anything. But look at the production over here. 3 wolf dens are already done, fully completing their production cycles. 2 dragon lairs are being constructed, but even then, it's just not necessary. Sato has won this game. It's just a matter of time for JAwesome to actually just tap out of this. Snakes over here focusing the gyros, being also wrapped around from behind. Target fire this one gyro. Take him down absolutely. This catapult would definitely want to help these gyros in taking down the snakes, but yeah, it's over. And JAwesome says GG. Satocastor takes the first game quite decisively. So far, the 270 MMR difference for Sato is definitely working in his favor. APM is comparable, but Sato is using way more of it. It's way more effective. But having that said though, let's see if JAwesome can actually bounce back in the second game and take down Sato in game number 2. So welcome in game number 2. The positions are the exact same, so should I introduce them again? Of course I should. Once again I'm Ravaged, because I guess the RNG map generator for ranked prefers Ravaged just as much as we do. In the top left hand side, once again with the red pieces, it is Satocastor. And on the bottom right, once more with the blue pieces, it's JAwesome. Now, I'm going to be curious what this next strategy is going to be, because the 1 Rex into workshop into mill definitely did not work the first try for JAwesome. And let's see if Sato is actually going to change his tactics, if he's going to stick with 1 den, which worked in the previous game, or if he's going to do anything else. Maybe going for a Rex opening, maybe go for 2 dens instead, maybe something else. Switch it up completely and start with mech. Who knows? JAwesome once again is going for the barracks though. He's going to, so far at least, go and try the same opening. Starting with her Rex and going for raiders is definitely not bad, but I'm not entirely sure if going for the soldier as a 3rd unit in this case would have been amazing. Obviously, it all depends on scouting and how good it's going to be, but yeah, it's going to be a 2-den opening for Sato, so it's going to be even more pressure. JAwesome could not handle the 1-den pressure in the previous game. Let's see how he's going to be able to handle the 2 dens. Once again, Sato is in favor. Also in this series, he's 1-0, so this is going to be an interesting situation. JAwesome starts with a raider. That's a safe bet. First wolf is going to be made for a player in the red. I assume he's going to make a house over here again as well. Yes, he is. So this setup is the same as in the first game, but obviously now he constructed a 2nd den. Is also going to be almost immediately making 2 wolves. Yes, there he is. This worker is interesting. Worker scouts are very expensive. So I highly doubt that this is going to be anything else than a scout. As you can see, the pattern is just checking the thirds, that Sato was not doing any sneaky strategies, but this is costing a lot of money when it comes to the income. Maybe not as much as like completely running to the other side of the map and scouting, but it's income that JAwesome desperately is going to need. First, Wolf is going to attack this worker. I assume that this raider is going to take care of that. But this raider is finding 3 wolves. And I have a feeling that JAwesome is not going to be a happy man. Don't flash after this wolf to take it down, because you do not deal enough damage. 2 raiders, you are going to need them all. But once again, I feel like going for a 3rd raider in this case instead of a soldier would be better. I'm not entirely sure though, but it feels like it would be better. You did see 3 wolves and another one at your base, so that is 4 in total. Now you see 6. I feel like a watchtower would have been a great addition. He is pulling some workers to help out in this defense, which is a nice move, but I'm not entirely sure if it is going to help him. Still, no watchtower is going to be created. He is supply blocked as well, so he might as well have started to make a watchtower with the money he has. 1 raider goes down. 2nd raider is going to be taken down pretty much entirely. This soldier is going to be taken down. These workers are not going to deal enough damage. Yeah, this is once again just very well executed from Sato, because this is just GG. Workers are taken down. This raider is going to be taken down, as this wolf is going to barely not reach it. But it should just be taken down in just a single bite, or maybe 2 at this point. Soldier popping out can easily be surrounded as well. These workers are not going to do anything. The income is once again in Satocaster's favor. He lost 500 gold more than player in the blue. Once again, so yeah, this is just GG once again. Continuous wolf production from Sato, just not giving JAwesome a chance to breathe. And that's just going to be it. Natural does get finished though, but Sato also has his natural, and he actually has workers to use it in natural. Because the total amount of workers is 9 versus 12, and you're already this behind. There's just no way to come back from this. Satocastor surrounds the soldier. Another soldier is not even close to being produced. It's just GG. And there we go. JAwesome, GG's out. And it is a 2-0 victory for Satocastor. Very well played. JAwesome, a very nice attempt, but this time the MMR difference does prevail. Sato, with 2 very decisive victories, takes the series. Once again, going for the 1 Rex in workshop. Like, in the last game it did not work. In this game, with more wolves, it's definitely not going to work. Maybe, I guess it could have worked a little, but yeah, there is no way. Definitely needed to make a watchtower, in my opinion. Not entirely sure if it would be enough though for the defense, but it would have definitely been a greater asset. And of course, a better movement with his units, because those engagements, the same as in the first game, was just not of the highest quality. But at least that is something very clear that JAwesome can work on, and Sato, so far, at least when it comes to this level, he can just chill and do what he does best, and that seems like putting on a lot of pressure with wolves. So, thank you to both of these players. GG well played. Appreciate you guys sharing the replays as usual for us to enjoy, and yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this series as well. It was a quick one today, which is not necessarily surprising, seeing, of course, the offensive moves from the beast players Satocastor here, but still. Quick games, quick gains, that is what we like to see. So, if you liked this series, obviously let me know in the comments below, and if you want to let these players know yourself as well that you enjoyed the series, you can let them know in the Littlewargame chat or also in the Discord. And that's going to be it for me for now. So I hope you enjoyed this series. If you want to see future games as well, and of course, if you want to check out the Littlewargames Pro League 6, which is currently on the way, and replays should start to be released very soon, feel free to hit the subscribe button as well. And when it comes to the Littlewargame content, obviously check out the other content creators as well. It's a lot of coverage of the game, and it's all good stuff. So that only leaves me with one more thing, and that is to wish you good luck and have fun in any of the games that you are going to play yourself, no matter if it's going to be Littlewargame or not. And yeah, I hope to see you soon again. Until then, have a great day, my dudes.